Hello, welcome back to another vlog. I'm Anna, if you're new here. Welcome to this channel. I'm doing a very proper intro to this video. As I've said, it is a vlog. It is a week of time off for me. And I started recording the vlog a day after my birthday, so there is some birthday-ish activity going on still in the vlog. But yeah, I hope you enjoy and yeah, spend a week with me. Hello, happy Monday. It's the day after my birthday actually, and my partner is taking me book shopping because that was the gift I got for my birthday. Yeah, we will stop at my favorite coffee spot first, of course. The sun is shining. We are taking the dog. I hope she will enjoy her city walk, but she's usually very good in the city center, so let's see. Hello. What else? That's it. I have already sorted out my winter / summer spring clothing today. That's what happens when you have a week off and you don't know where to put your energy. But otherwise I will relax for the rest of the day. I mean, I will do some heavy book shopping, which will be my workout of the day, but otherwise everything is very quiet and relaxed today. I had a very nice birthday yesterday. All I wanted to do is lie in bed, be cozy, do nothing, and that's exactly what I did. I had a nice bath. I watched at least 4 or 5 episodes of Buffy, which I have been rewatching, and then I went to dinner with my friends, which was lovely. We went to an Irish pub and had a Guinness, which was amazing. Yeah, that's it. I will show you the books that I get, obviously, and talk to you later. Here we are. Check out my new Labubu. I'm back home. This will be the book haul that you've all been waiting for. Maybe. I hope so. But first of all, I have to show you. I mean, I've had this for, I don't know, since October, I think. Right? Yeah. Got this when I went to the Netherlands last time. Nientje, or Miffy if you are not cultured. Sorry. Not insulting people on my reading vlog. And then last night for my birthday, my friend Anto gave me this little guy, and I love him so much. Listen, you can turn 35 and be obsessed with these kinds of things, you know, it's a spectrum. Anyway, let's do the book haul. First of all, I have to tell you, I got 4 books in books. I got 4 books in total. One of them, as I've mentioned before, my partner gifted me, so he got it for me, which means I had to pay for 3 books. I still had a voucher from Christmas, which used to be 50 euros, I think, but half of it was already gone, so I still had like 23 something euros on there. Then I also cashed in some points, which means in the end I only paid 13 euros for 3 books, and they were all new-ish releases. I was so happy. Also, I tried the self-checkout and it didn't work with my voucher, so I went to the normal one, and the person working there was so nice. It was actually her idea to cash in my points, and yeah, thank you. You're not watching this, but I'm sending you a thank you through the universe, you know. We had a nice chat, so that's all I need when I go to the bookshop. A nice chat and someone who makes my books cheaper, I guess. All right, let's get into it. This Bagoo bag, by the way, is the best thing I ever bought, and it holds 4 books at least, which I'm quite impressed by. So yeah, let's open it. I'm so excited. All right, 4 books. Let's start with the one that was on my radar, and I was definitely planning on picking this up today. And at first I couldn't find it, which I was bamboozled because it's a new release and it's everywhere, blah, blah, blah. But then I checked the shelves where they have the books just by alphabetical order, and there was 1 copy left. So I had to get it, of course. The Unworthy by Agustina Basterica. I don't speak Spanish, I'm sorry, but I'm sure we all know who I'm talking about. She also wrote Tender is the Flesh, which I'm still not sure if I'm ever gonna read that, because I recently read The Lamb by Lucy Rose, and I have to say, love cannibalism. Can I say that? Anyway, love cannibalism as a metaphor, as imagery in a book. But I feel like actual depictions of humans being treated like cattle, especially when it comes to slaughter, not my favorite thing to read. Maybe it's the vegetarian in me, maybe it's me being sensitive, I'm not sure. Also, I think there's nothing wrong with being sensitive to this kind of depiction. But yeah, so I'm not sure if I'll ever read Tender is the Flesh, but I am sure that I will read this one. I recently watched Cameron's, the Slaggy Book Club's reading vlog on this, and she got me hooked, I have to say. So yeah, I really want to suggest this for the book club, but horror is kind of on the no-go list, so I'll probably just read this by myself, which is fine. But yeah, I'm very excited about this one. Actually, I would love to just start it today, but I have to read the book club book first. Also, I can talk about the books that I'm reading at the moment later. But yeah, this is the one Chris got me for my birthday. Next up, another new release that has been on my radar, which is Disappoint Me by Nicola Dinan. This is the author that also wrote Bellies, which I haven't read, but someone mentioned this somewhere on BookTube, I believe, or on Instagram. I'm not sure. Anyway, I was intrigued, so I picked it up today. Also, I think I was talking to my friend Chelsea about this last night, right? Because I keep confusing this one with another book that I also saw at the bookshop today, which is called Deep Cuts. They're not related whatsoever, but the I don't know, 2 titles starting with D somehow is too much for my brain to differentiate between. So this is a story about Max and Vincent. Max, who's a trans woman, and Vincent, who seems to be this traditional guy, and his Chinese parents never pictured their son dating a trans woman. It's uncertain, but Vincent cares for Max in a way she'd long given up on as a foolish fantasy. And then there's also Alex, who's kind of from Vincent's past and affect Vincent's and Max's relationship in some type of way. Very excited to read this. Next up, a book I had heard nothing about, but I loved the cover, and it also came recommended. No, it didn't come recommended, but it was nominated for some literary prize, which I forgot. But it's called Hunchback by Sao Ishikawa. It's translated by Polly Barton, and I think it's Japanese fiction, right? Yes. It's about this woman who is disabled and mostly spends her time at home. Well, at home, at a care home. And she publishes spicy stories online, and one of her caretakers reads them, and it says her response, ? An indecent proposal, written by the first physically disabled author to win Japan's most prestigious literary award and acclaimed instantly as one of the most important Japanese novels of the 21st century. Hunchback is an extraordinary, thrilling glimpse into the desire and darkness of a woman placed at humanity's edge. So this sounds very intriguing to me. How many times can I say the word intriguing in this video? Anyway, I'm excited to read this, and I'm happy that I found it all by myself without any type of recommendation. And lastly, a book that very much comes recommended by my friend Chelsea. She told me about this. I had no idea. I had never heard of this. On the calculation of volume, this is part 1, Solveig Balle, which she is Danish, I believe. A lot of translated fiction today. 3 out of 4, not bad, not bad. Anyway, my friend Chelsea told me about this. There are several volumes. Are there 7? I believe there are 7. Anyway, this is science fiction about a woman who relives the same day over and over again. It kind of reminds me of Russian Doll, the Netflix series, which I loved. And I love me a bit of science fiction. Not a fantasy girly, but science fiction, yes, very much so. And I'm very excited to read this because I don't know that much about it, except for what my friend told me, and that it was nominated or longlisted, I think, for the Booker Prize. And that's pretty much it. So I'm looking forward to reading this. So yeah, this is the collection. This is my little haul, which I am so happy about. And I wish I had the time and energy to just read them all right away. But also I have to say, my physical TBR isn't too bad at the moment. So I feel like picking up a few books is justified. Also, this is my birthday present. So it's fine. I could be doing worse things with my money, to be honest. Anyway, that's the book haul. Now I will just relax a little bit. I had a great time, but going into the city center is always a bit exhausting. And when we came home, the train was so full. So I will just decompress a little bit. And also I have to do a food shop at some point. But that's it. I'm still not in the headspace of having this week off. I'm I'm still thinking about, oh, I have to meal prep tonight because I have to go to the office tomorrow. But no, I don't have to go to the office tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I will go to the gym though, which I'm very excited about. And also I need to wash my gym gear. See, good reminder to myself. Yeah, that's it. Talk to you later. To leave in a few minutes, but I thought I would make use of these minutes by telling you what I'm reading at the moment. For my book club, I'm reading Sky Full of Elephants by Sibo Campbell. Let's check how far I'm into it. I'm on 38%. So far I really like it. It's not that I'm super invested, but I have to say that I find the premise of the book quite interesting. This is a novel that takes place in a world where basically all white people at a certain day just drown themselves, and pretty much just black people are left in this world. This does take place in the States, and we follow the character Charlie, who has been to prison and is now a university professor, and he is contacted by his daughter, who he's not been in contact with so far, because she wants him to take her to Alabama, because there is this rumor that a few leftover white people have formed some kind of colony, and she wants to go there because she is mixed race. She's half black, half white. Her mother was white, and she wants to, join this colony, or at least see what it's all about. I think that's it for the premise. As I've said, I find it quite interesting, this kind of utopian idea of a world where the concept of whiteness doesn't exist anymore, and therefore being black doesn't mean that you are the other. There are no more othering practices in place. And I'm very interested to see where this is going, because so far, as I've said, it feels very utopian, but I feel like the world might crumble a little bit throughout the novel. Otherwise, I had to pause Biography of X in order to read the book club book, but Biography of X, I'm enjoying it more than the book club book. I'm very much enjoying it. Biography of X is this fictional memoir a woman writes on her late wife, and it's very fragmented, a lot of mixed media. You have interviews, you have a lot of pictures actually, which I very enjoy. And all I can say is this is a book for the book girlies. If you love reading, if you love texts, if you love literature, highly recommend this book. It's very clever how it tells a story and how it forms a narrative. All right, but now I have to leave because I am getting a coffee. Sorry, I just took a nap. I'm still kind of out of it. And then, I don't know, I was planning on maybe going to the cinema to see the new Gia Coppola film with Pamela Anderson. But I don't know, I'm a bit tired, so I might just go home after my coffee date. I have to pick some things up from the shops, and then, let's see. I was also thinking about going to a gallery, but I don't know. I think that's just my brain having too many options because I have free time, and in the end I'll probably just come home, make dinner and watch Buffy, but I will keep you posted. Bonjour. We've just come back from a massive walk. We, as in the dog and I. I feel like I look like shit today, so I'm wearing my sunglasses. Because if Brittany Broski can do it, so can I. I've made myself a nice iced latte with some maple syrup and a little bit of salt. Highly recommend putting a little bit of salt into your coffee if you have a sweet component as well. Yeah, we had a lovely walk. I think we were gone for almost 3 hours, but I really wanted to make use of my holiday and spend some quality time with Remy. And yeah, we just went for a lovely walk in a really big park that is more like a forest, I would say. And we were lucky because it was the middle of the day and there weren't too many dogs. Also, there were these signs that the birds are currently, laying their eggs, and people still cannot be bothered to put their dogs on a leash, and I'm just baffled by this. I mean, I'm not baffled because I know how arrogant people can be, especially people with dogs, because the majority of people maybe not the majority, but at least that's what I'm experiencing. A lot of people don't think that the rules apply to them. But I don't know, I just don't get it. I mean, it's nature, you're just a guest. Please act accordingly and don't let your dog run around and disturb the animals that are currently, trying to take care of their children. Yeah, anyway. Also, I got harassed by a man, which was lovely, because why should I be able to go walk my dog in a quiet forest alone by myself without getting harassed, And thank you to this man. Thanks for telling me I'm beautiful, because, how would I know otherwise? Also, this is the second hit this week because there was another man who made a comment at me on Tuesday. So I'm happy that everyone is in the spring mood, and hormones are flying high. To be a man, to have the confidence and the audacity of a man. Anyway, I'm just gonna enjoy my coffee while I was on my walk, and this is also one of the reasons why I wanted to go for a long walk, is that I listened to my audiobook, my book club audiobook. I think I have 3 hours left and I will finish it in time, but yeah, I got a big chunk done today. Also, I'm quite pissed because I told you before that I was also reading Biography of X before I started the book club book, and my Libby informed me today that I have to return Biography of X in 3 days, and I cannot get it for longer because people are waiting, which is fair, but now I have to stop in the middle of the book basically, which I'm quite annoyed by. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just put it on hold again and then start again when I get it. Oh, also yesterday I didn't go to the cinema, I didn't go to a gallery, but I did go to Uniqlo and spend over 100 euros. So that's that. And yeah, also today I did a big bedroom reset and I cleaned everything. And tonight I will have a nice everything shower and wear my new pajamas that I got yesterday. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love pajamas, and these are like short pajamas for spring and summer, which I don't have a set of spring summer pajamas, so very much looking forward to wearing them. They're linen also, which is perfect. But yeah, I will check in with you later. Good morning. I just woke up. No, I woke up quite some time ago, but I just got up and I made myself my coffee and just went back to bed. I had 2 drinks last night. I went out with my friend Sophie and I had 2 Aperol, and usually I'm very good with Aperol, but for some reason I feel like I had 4 or 5. Anyway, I think it's because I was super tired yesterday because I didn't sleep well the night before, and then also I went to the gym yesterday, so my body was probably yeah, not in the best condition to drink. Is there something in my coffee? Anyway, the plan for the day is finish this book, The Sky Full of Elephants. I keep thinking it's a head full of elephants, but no, it's a sky. Also, my friend Chelsea got me some super cute stickers for my birthday, which I want to put on my Kindle. Maybe we can do that later. But yeah, I have to finish this book because the book club is tomorrow. I think, I don't know, I was listening to it at the gym yesterday, which was a bit weird because I was doing hip thrusts, which are quite hard, and it was at a point of the book where a lot of things were revealed, so I felt like I missed a little bit, but yeah, no, I think I got the gist, you know. Oh, also my Kindle is almost empty. Anyway, all right, I'm on 77%, I think, because I'm also listening to the audiobook, which I just told you. Hello. It's 1 hour and something left. I think something close to 2 hours, so I should be fine. I don't have too many plans for today. Sorry, the windows are open and it's a little bit loud. Just the usual Saturday stuff, to be honest. Clean a little bit and do a food shop. And then I thought maybe I can also make a sweet treat for the book club tomorrow because I am hosting. But let's see if I can find a nice recipe. Yeah, and I think that's it. I mean, obviously we have to go for a walk with Remy later, but yeah, I don't mind having little plans today because I have to go back to work the day after tomorrow, so maybe try and relax a little bit as long as I can because then tomorrow is book club and I might go to the gym again, to be honest. Oh, also I had put the book Deep Cuts on hold on Libby, and I got the notification yesterday that I can get it now, and we were thinking of suggesting it for the next book club. So let's see if it works out, and if it doesn't, I'll just read it by myself. But I really want to read it. I feel like it fits the vibe at the moment because I rewatched Almost Famous, not last night, but the night before, which is one of my top 4 all-time favorite films. And I also have been listening to the Daisy Jones soundtrack, and Deep Cuts also takes place in the music world, so that should fit nicely. So yeah, I might read that after this one, even though I just bought 4 new books and I really want to read The Unworthy. But I think I will read Deep Cuts first because it is a library loan, you know. Yes, alright, that's it. Just gonna have my coffee and read my book. Sorry, I'm playing with my mug and it's making noises. So yeah, hope you have a nice Saturday and see you later. Where can I put these? Okay. I'm back in my pajamas. Don't worry, I did get dressed at some point today. But as soon as the book club people left, I got undressed. Actually, I took a little walk with my partner outside, but outside, yeah, where else? I mean, people are walking in their homes because everyone seems to have a walking pad now. I thought I would take this opportunity of doing my skincare to talk to you. This will be my final check-in, I guess. Yeah, as I've said, we had book club today. I quite enjoyed our discussion. Didn't enjoy the book so much, to be honest. It wasn't bad, it just felt a bit meh to me. Yeah, just in general, I liked the premise, but overall, and I liked the beginning of the book, but later on I feel like it just didn't work for me. It felt a bit flat. There was no interesting character that I rooted for, and yeah, I don't know. You can still check it out, of course, but it wasn't my favorite. But I'm glad that we read it, and I'm glad that I could talk to the book club people about it. Anyway, to be honest, I'm exhausted. I'm completely exhausted. I think my allergies are also acting up, and my eye has been twitching since yesterday. Yeah, I have to go back to work tomorrow, and it will be a full week. So let's just try and make the most of tonight and just relax and have dinner, have an easy dinner. Just gonna have vegan chicken nuggets and some veggies. But yeah, I'm so in love with my pajamas. I love them. It was the best purchase. Maybe I need a second pair in a different color. I hope you enjoyed following me around this week. I hope you got some nice impressions. I hope you had a lovely weekend, and yeah, if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe and also give it a thumbs up. It really helps. Leave a comment. What did you read this week? What was the book that you were reading this week? Let me know. I'm so tired. Not even tired, but exhausted. I will be seeing you soon. I think next up I will either do my quarterly favorites or every book I read in the first quarter of the year. Would you rather see favorites or all the books that I read? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.